Everybody that you know ain't trill. That's all real, all real. Real, all real.
And it's all real on real. And it's all real on real. Yeah. And it's all real on real. And it's all real on real. Yeah. And it's all real on real. And it's all real on real. Yeah. And it's all real on real. And it's all real on real. Yeah.
Yeah. It's your boy Reese Ohgod, and on behalf of Barz and Notes, I want to introduce and welcome everybody to Behind the Bars. Today, I got a few guests with me. I got the one and only Rio,
SBF, straight out Chicago, man. How y'all doing?
Right. Not only that, TSP, Taking Suckers Profits, man.
Good evening, family, kings and queens. Love you.
Smart ALIK, ready to wreak havoc. If you want it,
If
I
you want
got
it,
it.
I got it.
Yeah, I know that.
Hey, oh, bro, that's what's up. What's up, Barz and Notes? What's Gucci? What's good? What's great?
Listen, when you look at how hip hop is, and you look at the most recent incident with Young Dolph, and even when you go back to FBG Doug, to even if you go all the way to the West Coast with Nipsey Hussle, do you feel hip hop artists should avoid going back home to their hometown? Or do you think, like, if they do go, we should have more protection? Like, how do you all feel about artists staying at home or coming back home? TSP, go ahead. I see you shaking your head, bro. Go ahead.
I don't think that's the issue. It is the issue because of where the state we in, but it's like I was just saying, it's how the music is promoted and what they make it mean to you. Like when I was coming up, keeping it real did not ever mean that you had to be killing and selling all the drugs that you was talking about, because that's not really what you taught. It's not the point of the story most of the time. You got to listen to the whole thing to see what I'm trying to tell you. So I think the mindset of keeping it real, and you got to be on here showing your guns. I really got guns. I really got money, and I really will kill you. And now you really want to do it? Like, it's been guns and shit in rap forever, but we wasn't going hunting. Like, Karis didn't like Shan. He still ain't killed him. It's like, man, the mindset.
How do you feel about like artists going back home?
I think that
do you feel like artists should avoid going back home? Hip hop artists.
I don't think so. In some places, some artists do need more protection, but that's brand they done built. Some people can go back home and be 100. I think Herbo can come back home. You know what I mean? But you can't go everywhere. You got to be careful. You can't. That's what I mean. Like, you can't come back home and you done made all this music and told all this stuff, and now you want to come back home, or like Alpo, and go back to where you did what you did and think it's okay. Like, no, bro, this is for real. This is not Call of Duty. You don't get another life. So if you wanna portray this, you can't go back home. Some artists can go back home though. So that's why I don't think that's the issue. It's like what you portraying. It's like who you trying to be.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, I can see that. Rio, how you feel?
Because some artists can really go back, and I'm not just talking about the poppy artists. Like some artists, some street artists, they can go back to the crib and they okay. Little security here and there, where certain places, but it's not. I just don't. I don't get the way they don't value life. I think that's more of the problem. I understand people are getting killed in their hometowns, but it's just like wherever you go, it's like they're not valuing life. That's the bigger issue to me. Man, it's disgusting. Bro.
Hey Rio, what's your take on it, man?
You shouldn't go back home. Period, point blank. Um, you made it. It was a reason why you left home and became successful. So you stick with that. So say if I'm coming out of Chicago and I become successful in rapping, I get put on like in LA or Atlanta or any place but Chicago. You don't go back home because it was a reason why you wanted to leave. So you always got to be mindful. You got to be careful of that because the minute you feel like you'll go back home, it's not even about your life anymore. It's about lives. Because if you got to go back to your city with security, that's somebody else's family members who risking their lives for you, just so you could be safe in your own city. But I could fly back out to LA. I could fly back out to Atlanta, New York. But you got to stay here. I just need you in the city. Like I'm risking your life. I mean, it's okay to have a house in Chicago, but I'm not gonna live there like 3-4 months out of the year. You know, I stop by, but ain't nobody gonna know I'm stopping by. It's just a quick, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I just want to chill with my peoples. I'm here for like a day or two, and then I'm out. But it's I mean, history. You got to look at history. History always showed you like the people that kills you is the same people in your city because it's always gonna be jealousy.
Hey, quick question. This is for TSP and Rio. Do you think it's a us thing? Because like you have people, you have white artists, you have a who's from Memphis or Nashville, JT, Justin Timberlake. You have art. You think he would have that same type of issue if he were to go to Memphis, even to Memphis?
Ooh.
Even to Memphis. Do you think that'd be the same ordeal? Because you have artists. If I'm not mistaken, he still lives in Tennessee. You have artists, because I heard you say something along the lines of like, don't go back home. That's the reason that you wanted to leave. And some artists don't want to leave. They just like music. So like that's not everybody's escape. I know some artists from California that still live in California because they like it. So I wouldn't say like every artist is kind of hanging their hat on, I want to get out of here, because they may like where they're from. And it doesn't have to be Memphis, Chicago, Houston, Detroit, you know, the bad cities where, you know, the murder rate is pretty high. So my thing is, do you think it's more of a hip hop culture type thing versus a music industry thing?
I think you have a point there because, like you said, a guy like, I think Kid Rock never left Detroit. Like, he's super Detroit. From being broke to being rich. So I know he's been around a lot of shadiness to learning how to get that out of his life. So yeah, it could be a us thing. I hate to say it.
Zaya. I see you down there. I see you down there. I see you down there. How you feeling?
Nah, I definitely feel like, yeah, I definitely feel like it's a us thing. Like you said, well, I also agree. Like I see what Coke was saying that, you know, at first when he was saying, you know, like when they come back, it depends on what you put out, like what type of music you promoting. You know, that energy, it all goes back to energy, because you can have, you know, just a regular singer coming out of a, you know, a certain city, and, you know, they don't really have no problems because they're not really, you know, on that type of energy. It's really just the hip hop, you know, this gangster rap and motherfuckers beefing, and, you know, that shit turning into something else with the streets. It's like it's that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, where it comes to, okay, we got to do something about this. Like, y'all motherfuckers got to start looking at the bigger picture. Like, what is the point of going back home, or what's your reason for getting out? Like, you know, Rio was saying. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's us thing. Bottom line, for sure.
Neek, I see you down there. What's up? Neek, what's up?
I think that it's a mixture of all that, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely what you're talking about. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna leave. When you gone from the city, you on tour, you doing your shows, and you like, I'm the king of the city. Can't nobody fuck me. I killed this dude, that dude, fuck the GDs, and you say all this shit, and you come to your city, and you wondering why motherfuckers at you. Like, oh, why are they bothering me? Duh, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But if you also come back with too much money, you a target. You know how Chicago is. They will rob you. You a target. You come back, you made too much money. I don't care if you sing country music. I don't care what you're doing. In Chicago, you come back, they will rob you. Like you can't go back to your same damn hood on the fifth floor of the projects. That's stupid. Like if you come back, you go to those good neighborhoods, Lincoln Park. You go to those spots. But if you stupid enough to bring your ass back to the 60644, then you deserve what happened to you.
Kanye. Is Kanye crazy? I know y'all had to see the Drink Champs. Like, how do y'all feel about it? How do y'all feel about Kanye West? Is he crazy or is he a genius? Is he both? Like, what are y'all opinions? TSP, what's up?
Kanye has mental health problems. That's well documented. To me, Kanye's not crazy at all. Genius in some rights. I won't call him just like an all-out genius. Some of the stuff he says is a little off the wall, but I ain't got to agree with everything he's talking about. But he's not crazy. You don't do what he's doing and be crazy. I don't care if you don't like how he's doing it, but for him to even behave the way he does and be successful, that's not crazy, in my opinion. So no, he's not crazy. Genius, maybe.
Neek.
Kanye is stone cold crazy. Fucking crazy. Fucking loon. He thought he was running for president. Come on, man. Like, what the fuck? This nigga's retarded. But let me take that back. Crazy people are geniuses. Picasso cut his motherfucking ear off. Stone cold schizophrenic. This motherfucker's a fucking genius. I'm in the art with the paintbrush. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying Beethoven, crazy. These people are crazy, certifiable. Heard voices, couldn't see. These dudes nuts, but musical genius. So maybe they go hand in hand. I don't know.
Rio, I see you shaking your head, man. What's up? You up there looking like Hoodie Lux?
Wow, because I mean, define crazy.
Exactly.
Crazy is something that, how can you even define crazy if you're not even crazy? So, because if you don't know what this person is insinuating, what this person is talking about, does that make that person crazy? Or does that make you crazy? So you could be looking at a crazy person like, yo, you crazy. And he looking at you like, I ain't even crazy you are, but I'll let you call me crazy.
Facts.
It takes more than no one. No.
Because when people call other people crazy, they going off he say, she say. No, what do you say?
I'm going up. That's what I do for a living.
No.
He's stone cold crazy. I am a behavior analyst. I have a master's degree in behavior science. Kanye West is crazy, like straight up crazy. But it could be a genius though.
You don't make over $1 billion being crazy.
Yes, you do. Picasso, Beethoven. These are people who actually.
I don't think they got rich though. Some of them didn't get rich.
Einstein was autistic. That's what I'm telling you. There is a special line between mental problem and craziness and musical genius. Like they together. Like you can't be a genius without being crazy of something, of having some type of problem. Look at Michael Jackson. This dude had body dysmorphia, but he was fucking genius. Fucking genius. R. Kelly, he nasty. He's gross and disgusting, but he's a musical genius. Like it's with some type of craziness. I don't know if it's the same line of gene or
now you make the pedophiles with geniuses. No,
because I'm saying it's disgusting. It's a mental problem. Pedophilia is determined as a mental problem. Yeah, so if you got this right, that's how I tied it in together. That's
I'm saying Kanye West is not crazy. Okay. How the fuck can you make all that money being crazy? If you that fucking crazy, ain't nobody gonna deal with you. Ain't nobody gonna
Donald Trump, nigga. Donald Trump crazy as fuck. And this nigga make billions of dollars all the time. He's fucking crazy. No, what you talking? He grabbing by the coochie. This nigga's crazy. Like, I don't understand.
No.
We can agree to disagree. It's cool. I'm just
This,
saying.
this, hey, Nick, this is what I'm saying, sis. A man is not crazy because you don't understand him, and you don't even have any. You giving me big ass words, but you're not really specifying these big ass words of how crazy this motherfucker is. So it's like Kanye West is not fucking crazy just because
Right. I can't diagnose him because he's not my client. He's not my patient. I'm just saying he's showing you signs that he is not all well put together mentally.
you know who showed me signs a lot.
Me. All of us have some type of. Every
No.
person on this earth have some type of nuance or problem.
No. Hold on. Let's just hear me out. You know who showed me signs a lot that don't really need help? Fucking homeless people. You ever seen a motherfucker just, my family is starving, I'm hungry, we need something.
Yeah. I've also seen a homeless person cuckooing like a fucking rooster. So I've seen the variety. I've seen a variety.
Well, hey, you know what? We got to get you to get Kanye West, and you dissect them, and then you report back.
That's good. He gonna like me because I think we birds of a feather, really. So,
Anybody else had anything on Kanye? Because y'all, hey, Rio, you and Nick, y'all kind of took the cake for this one.
Now, Nick, I like Nick. I love Nick.
Right.
I agree with both of them. Like I got family that are diagnosed, and me and my cousin have this conversation because he's like, man, they not crazy. How you gonna say they crazy? They have a mental health disorder, and people can function at a high level with mental health disorders.
They very much can.
That's what his sister's trying to tell us. Like, you hear some of the shit he say, he's off. But bro, yeah, it's something he can put some shit together in his head that we don't see and hear, and he put that music out, and it's beautiful.
Man, that man be saying the shit that we be wanting to say. He just got more money than us to even say it. So I respect that.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. All right, check this out, man. We're gonna go to the next topic. All right. Ah, baby, love with me. Ah, baby. Ashanti.
Baby.
Ashanti, check this out. Ashanti owns her masters. Everybody on here is an artist, so everybody understand how important that is. Okay. Irv Gotti isn't too happy. Why is he not too happy? Because she's going to re-record her debut album, meaning when you look that album up, credit's going to go to her now.
That's dope.
How do you guys feel about that? I'm going to start with Zaya because I really want to know how, like, it's one thing for a male to kind of do certain things, but I'm not trying to be gender biased, but everything is harder for a woman. So if a man has to like do a mile, it's like 5 miles for a woman. So I want to know how y'all feel about that. Zaya, you go first.
No, it's 5 more. Black woman.
She's a legend. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, that's smart as hell, because like we all know how this story goes when artists get on and they're not really making as much money as people think, and they getting fucked in their contracts and all that bullshit. She's a fucking legend. Like, that's smart as hell. She getting her bread, while she here, she deserve it. Like, if motherfuckers is still, if she's still in the talks in these generations, she's this big artist or whatever, why not? Why not get your money? Shit. I ain't mad at it.
Nick.
I think it's wonderful. For one, this chick is actually good. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wrote for Jennifer Lopez. She did I'm So Jennifer on the Block. You know what I'm saying? She did. A lot of people out of New York, background vocals, wrote their songs. Like, she don't get enough notoriety already. She did J-Lo whole album. J-Lo, she did Stones for 3LW. This chick is cold. And she don't get enough credit. You know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that she got her masters back, because they really did her dirty, especially when the feds came and took over and froze the accounts, and she couldn't make no money for a while. So they kind of did her dirty. So now she got the opportunity to get that money back. Go ahead, do her. Shouts out, kudos. I think it's dope.
Rio.
Hell yeah, shit. She ain't got to split no more money with Nelly. Shit, let get our own shit back.
Nelly.
Yeah.
Fucking around with Nelly, nigga.
I know,
if you freeze my money, you freeze my money for these songs that I did back in the day, and they popping. Irv Gotti getting all the checks, not me.
I know what Nelly got to do with it.
Because she was fucking with Nelly. Like, I need some bread.
Yeah, she was giving.
Oh, that was a long time ago, bro.
Yeah, them songs was a long time ago too. That's what I'm saying.
But with her owning her masters though, so now, like, let's say she has one of her songs on the soundtrack. Now all of that is her money. Like, that's new revenue, not only for her, but like if she eventually has kids and things like that. That's why that plays like a major part. So regardless of like how old or new it is, I think just the whole idea of owning what you created versus the higher ups pretty much dictating what's going to happen with your music and you making cents off of a dollar.
Especially if the soundtrack did good.
And from me and Ashanti's camp, we appreciate Nelly for holding us down until we got these fucking masters back. Thank you, sir.
That's where you was going with it.
Yeah,
nigga. Financially, he was holding her down. Hell no.
Yeah.
Nelly, she was already straight without Nelly.
No, she was struggling.
She didn't need Nelly. Think about Ashanti's catalog and think about who she has written for.
Yeah, she wrote some.
Why you think Irv Gotti mad?
No, that's why he's mad. Because of her catalog.
You want to go in that kitchen? What the hell you mean you want to go in that kitchen? You want to make you some breakfast? No, I make the breakfast. Hell no, you ain't going to work. I work. And don't worry about how much my check is. I give you your allowance, woman.
See, but that's the thing, because owning your masters, that's long-term wealth. And that stops Irv Gotti's long-term wealth. I mean,
and that's why we appreciate Nelly for just holding
shit. Nelly ain't hold her down because she had bread. She had bread. If she was broke, and if she was like that girl,
and she got the movie. She had the movie credits. You know what I'm saying?
If she was a starving artist and she was like a one-hit wonder, I would agree with you. Like, yeah, he definitely held her down. Boy, she did a versus. If you do a versus, you have a catalog. I mean, a solid versus. So, like, I don't.
Was Irv Gotti at that versus?
Say what?
Was Irv Gotti at that versus?
Nobody. No, this was a different versus. They didn't do this versus like the other verses. This was last year where they were sitting down. I think it was her and Keisha Cole.
Keisha Cole, she'll shit on Keisha Cole though.
Yeah, she can't shit on Keisha.
Oh, y'all never seen that? Y'all never seen that?
I ain't watched it. No, I'm just thinking about. She got way more songs than Keisha Cole.
Keisha got a decent catalog though. She played a lot of her features, but I'm so happy. Right. Who else? Rio, you got anybody in the group?
Me and Neat.
Hey.
You keep barking up the wrong motherfucking tree. I'm changing that. I'm on that. But I still smash your motherfucking ass when you try to come my way with some motherfuckers. Don't try to come. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you're going to come in my lane and fuck with me. You got me fucked up.
All right, don't watch your lips.
I've been seeing you.
Don't watch
I've been peeping the
lips.
energy. You know what I'm saying?
Watch TV.
I could just tell.
Don't watch your feet.
Really
Walk the fuck away from me.
No, let's stomp your ass out.
Damn.
Gee.
Okay.
All of this time you been telling me lies, so that you didn't fuck with me.
Lies.
Through the disguise, I can see in your eyes, so that you didn't fuck with me.
I seen it.
Ain't no surprise, you just one of them guys tryna fake like you fuck with me.
Fake.
You can miss me with that fuckery.
Miss me.
Loyalty never come for free.